Oranjestad looks easy. Dock right in town, beaches close by, taxis everywhere. But that's exactly why so many cruisers waste it. They spend the first hour wandering the port shops, grab a taxi to Palm Beach at noon when it's packed, then realize they're cutting it close getting back. They assume simple means automatic. And by the time they figure out the timing, the transport, or which beach actually matters, half the day is gone. Stick around, because we're about to show you how to turn Aruba's easiest port into your best port day. I'm Charlie from Travel Day Trip Ideas, where we help you explore cruise ports like a local, not a tourist. Today we're covering Oranjestad, Aruba, and this place delivers far more than most passengers expect. When you step off the ship, you're literally minutes from downtown. The cruise terminal sits right next to the city centre, so you can walk into Oranjestad in about 5 to 10 minutes. But the real Aruba isn't in those port shops. It's out on the beaches, up at the lighthouse, and in the choices you make before you even leave the ship. Now, before we dive into the day, let's talk about the biggest decisions you need to make in Oranjestad. First, beach versus town. The best beaches aren't walkable from the port. Eagle Beach and Palm Beach are 15 to 20 minutes away by taxi or bus. If you want town, markets, and a bit of history, you can do that entirely on foot. Second, transport. Taxis are easy, but not cheap. Expect around $15 to $20 to Eagle Beach and roughly $20 to $25 to Palm Beach. Buses run regularly and cost about $5 round trip, but they get crowded on cruise days and you need to build in buffer time. Third, DIY or tour. Aruba is flat, roads are good, and English is widely spoken. But distances add up fast, and if you want to see the lighthouse, the natural bridge area, and a great beach, you're looking at an hour or more of driving time. A quick note on tours. Cruise line excursions are easy, but you often pay much more for the same experience. Local tours usually offer smaller groups, better value, and more time at the actual sites. And the reputable ones, no cruise timings. They'll get you back with the same safety buffer as the ship's own excursions. So if you're not comfortable with taxis or buses, or if you want to see multiple highlights without the stress, a local tour is a smart move here. We've added links to our recommended local options in the description. Walk through the terminal and head toward the main street. It's about a 5-minute stroll through an area that feels a bit commercial at first. Some buildings are worn, there's traffic, and it's not the postcard Aruba you might expect. Here's mistake number 1. Most cruisers take one look at the port area and either turn around or waste an hour in the terminal shops thinking that's all there is. We almost did the same thing. But once you get past the first couple of blocks, you'll find the real heart of Oranjestad. The downtown area has colourful Dutch colonial buildings, the Fort Zoutman Museum, and a few local markets. The fort is Aruba's oldest building and takes about 20 minutes to explore. Admission is around $5. If history isn't your thing, skip it and head straight for the beaches. Now, if you want a beach day, here's what you need to know. The closest proper beach is Eagle Beach, about 15 to 20 minutes by taxi. It's wide, uncrowded, and iconic. You'll see those famous divvy trees bent by the trade winds. The sand is soft and white, the water is calm and clear, and there are beach bars where you can rent chairs and grab lunch. Palm Beach is another option, about 20 minutes away. It's busier, more resort style, with more facilities and water sports. Eagle Beach is more relaxed. Palm Beach is more lively. This is one of those Aruba moments where a small choice decides how relaxed the rest of the day feels. Here's mistake number 2. If you take a taxi to the beach, don't assume the driver will come back for you. Always confirm a return time or get their number. If you're relying on buses, they run regularly but get packed on cruise days. And if you miss your window, you're scrambling for an expensive taxi. This is one port where a lot of people book a tour because the timing is tight and the distances add up. Tours handle the driving, the timing, and the logistics. Honestly, this takes a lot of stress out of the day and helps you avoid wasting half your port time stuck in traffic or trying to find the right bus. For lunch, Skip the tourist spots near the port and find a local restaurant near the beach. Try pastacci, a fried pastry stuffed with cheese or meat. It's an Aruban staple and costs just a few dollars. Fresh fish is everywhere, usually grilled and served with rice and plantains. The fish here is remarkably fresh, often caught that morning, and prepared with local flavors you won't find anywhere else. Lisa loved the pastacci we grabbed at a small spot near Eagle Beach. It was warm, crispy, and tasted like the island. If you have more time, head up to the California Lighthouse. It's about 25 minutes from the port by taxi and sits on the northern tip of the island. The views are spectacular. You can see the coastline, the turquoise water, and on clear days, you might spot other islands in the distance. Here's something most cruisers miss. The area around the lighthouse is quiet, breezy, and perfect for photos without the crowds. This is a great stop if you're doing a half-day tour or if you rented a car. Aruba feels simple, but the wrong order or timing here quietly costs you an hour. Here's the premium versus budget breakdown. The premium route is booking a local tour that takes you to Eagle Beach, stops at the lighthouse, and maybe includes the natural bridge ruins or Aruba National Park. You'll pay somewhere around $60 to $100 per person depending on what's included, but you get maximum efficiency in a port where distances add up fast. The budget version is taking a taxi or bus to Eagle Beach, spending the day there, and heading back with plenty of time. You'll spend around $20 to $30 on transport and save the rest for food and drinks. Both options work. It just depends on how much you want to see and how comfortable you are navigating independently. As the afternoon winds down, make your way back to the port. Traffic can get heavy around the hotel strip and downtown bridges, especially in the afternoon. So leave yourself at least 90 minutes before your ship's departure time. Here's mistake number 3. Don't rely on buses to get you back on time. They run regularly, but can be unpredictable when it's busy. If you're at Eagle Beach or Palm Beach, book a taxi for your return or ask your driver to come back for you. It's worth the extra cost for peace of mind, which is why many cruisers choose a local tour instead of trying to manage the timing themselves. On the walk back to the ship, we stopped at a small cafe and grabbed a coconut tart. It was sweet, flaky, and tasted like the Caribbean. That's the magic of Aruba. It's easy, but it's also beautiful. You get stunning beaches, friendly locals, and a vibe that's relaxed without being boring. If you only do one thing today, make it the beaches. Eagle Beach if you want space and beauty. Palm Beach if you want energy and options. The water is stunning, the vibe is perfect, and it's the kind of place where you forget you're on a cruise schedule. Just don't forget to leave early enough to get back. We've added our favorite local tours in the description below. They're great value, smaller groups, and they've always had us back to the ship with plenty of time. Tell us how you'd spend your day in Oranjestad and keep watching for the next port.